refuse to join issues with Wike because Wike is my friend. But Wike must know that he's a dictator. Wike must know that, one person cannot be called a crowd. And Wike must know that a lot of governors in PDP are very sad with him. He remote controls the party, and he said that I made my brother the vice chairman of PDP Southeast. I fund the Southeast, PDP from A to Z, and he has forgotten that he single-handedly made Secondus the PDP chairman. He has forgotten that he wanted to also impose, one of his own as the minority leader in the House of Rep. He must know that there is nothing that happens in PDP without his authorization. He must know that he said that the PDP working committee members are beggars and the armed robbers and the bribe takers. He has called them all kinds of unprintable names. And I've asked Governor Wike, who is my friend.
We're all human beings. You decide what you want to do. You decide where you want to head to. The Constitution of Nigeria allows for freedom of association. I'm not surprised that the governor of Imo State, David Umahi, has formally today, from what I saw on the IT news, they have formally defected to APC. No, except you are not a committed member of PDP, that you say that you don't know that Umahi has not been with PDP for some time now. He called me yesterday and I told him my mind that, look, conscience is important, being principled is important. Everything is not money or power. But like I said, I wouldn't have spoken about his defection to APC. But what I'm talking about it is when he went to the point that the injustice that PDP meted on Southeast, I felt kind of offended. I felt that it's not unfair to a PDP. You have a right to move to the party, but to go to the extent to say that you are leaving because Southeast has suffered so much injustice in the hands of PDP. And that means that everybody who is a member of PDP is against Southeast. And that is very, very short. And Umahi knows me too well that that is unacceptable, and he has to retract that statement because PDP gave Umahi, was chairman of PDP in Imo State. PDP made Umahi to be deputy governor. PDP made Umahi to be the governor, even against the odds. When Governor Elechi, whom he was his deputy, opposed him not to have the ticket. I know what people like on the fire side. I know what people just look. We have to support him. And they supported him. Now, PDP gave him second ticket. Now, at what point did he recognize about this injustice? At what point did he recognize justice? Under PDP, the Southeast has been how many times Senate President? Under PDP, the Southeast has been national chairman. Under PDP, Ebo became Secretary to Government of Federation. So what is injustice? The only thing is that my friend Umahi, you want to be president. No, there's no problem about that. You have a right to be president. Nobody can stop you. You're educated. You've been a governor for 2 times, so you're qualified to say, I I want to be president of Nigeria. But that does not mean that because you want to blackmail your party to put them in the bad light against the people of the Southeast, then you now come up to say that you are leaving the party because of the injustice meted by PDP against the people of the Southeast. That's not correct. As far as I know, APC, they've not told us where they're sending their presidential ticket. But assuming they're not conceding, they are sending it to Southeast. What gives you that impression that it is so? PDP have not zoned where to go to. But assuming they're not conceding that you go to the Southeast, what tells you that you will be? So in life, it is important for you to do that. Inasmuch as power is sweet, as power is interesting, but conscience is key to everything you are doing in life. So my reaction to Governor Umahi's defection to APC is not that he has no right to defect. No. He has a right. But to say that he's defecting because of injustice meted on the people of the Southeast, that would be the most offensive, most insulting to even the people of the Southeast. I didn't know my friend David Umahi has become the spokesperson of the Southeast. He has had to create as if Southeast has a ground. I mean, the APC has a ground in the Southeast. Okay, I said so. If that's not injustice, Umahi, the governor of Ebonyi State, on that period, Umahi made his junior brother the zonal vice chairman. And where things are, we are talking about justice, equity, and fair play. If you're the governor of Ebonyi State, would you at the same time made your immediate junior brother to be the zonal vice chairman of the party? All you would have said, for justice purpose. Okay, since I'm the governor, let this thing go to another people. Even in the same state, at least, even in the same state, why should you be my job? I'm governor, so let it go to the another local government. I'm not area, but it shouldn't be a job. So when you talk about injustice, who perpetrated more injustice? Who perpetrated? And I've told him, and I will come out to tell him, my friend, when you attack my party, you attack me. Now you have attacked PDP. I cannot, in good conscience, take it lightly with him. I cannot, in good conscience, take it lightly with him. You have the right to move. And which we know, all of us will know, for the past few years, his romance with APC. In fact, to even go to tell her things are bad. PDP governors will have a virtual meeting. Nobody has ever said that. Nobody can even say that. I doubt you will know whether a man is sincere with you, whether a man you can trust. When he went outside and said, he decided to give President Buhari so percentage. In essence, he didn't vote. He allocated the votes here. Nobody does that. Even if I have a deal, I don't need to go and tell the public that that was what we agreed as a politician. So, but that will tell you what to, PDP again as a party, she used this as a lesson to themselves, particularly the National Working Committee. Another governor will leave. And if they pretend that they don't know, then it will be unfair to the party. But we know it's not today. It's not today. And what Umahi has done, he has told people whom he has planted as state party officers from the ward level to the local government level and to the state level. And then he had assured them he was going to court and he will injunction to make sure that they are not solved. No party will shut his eyes. No party will say, look, with what he has done, they will allow him to control the structure of the party. If you do, it means that will be the end of the party. So I urge the National Working Committee and the NEC to take appropriate measures to make sure that PDP is not dead in Igbo State. Yes, APC have come up to try to make noise that, very soon some Southeast governors will join them. I have no problems about that. And like I told people, in Bauchi, PDP won. We were not governor of Bauchi. We were not controlling Bauchi. Right? In Adamawa, PDP won. APC was in control. So there's no law say, because you control social state, it means you will win. Most people are doing that because of our electoral system. If our electoral system is being amended and the president to assure Nigerians and truly to sign for the amendment of the Electoral Act, the mere fact you're a governor does not mean that they can produce another governor. But because of the way the system is running, we believe that once you're with a ruling party, they will give you all the security, they will give you everything that you deserve to win the election. No, it doesn't work out that way. It doesn't work out that way. Yes, I'm a governor. I suffered it. There's nothing I will not do. But I still won an election. I was not a governor in 2014, 2015, but I won an election. So it depends on how you are. But I do know, and I can tell you to go to the bank with it. What David Umahi has done today has made him. Politically, David Umahi will know the politics of Nigeria. It's not the politics of Umahi State. This presidency thing, he will know that the more you look, the less you see. It's a one-time governor. What are you looking for? To make you to abandon your people. What's more injustice? What have APC done for the people of Southeast? Let them tell me. PDP is not in government today. APC have been in government since 2015 till now. Now, if PDP committed any injustice against the Southeast, that injustice have been committed for how many years? Over 6-7 years. Yet, it did not come to show your maturity, to show that someone I can trust. 6 years ago, PDP was in power. They committed injustice against their people. And it never decamped. It is the same party that you say that committed injustice against you that gave you the ticket that you won election. If I were him, what I would have done was to say, look, PDP, I can't be here again. For my second tenure, I will not run under the party. I want to tell you how unhappy my people were. And I'm leaving the party at that time. And they'll run. And then when you have won, then it will have shown that yes, the people of Southeast are so angry, and you can see the anger has resulted to where they have now the party that was in power in Ebonyi has lost election. That's the way you test this. It's not when you know that the secretary are leaving, because of presidency, you want to move. But I don't believe he even want to run for president. I don't believe so. I believe that he wants to be vice president. I believe so. I'm so disappointed. Not that I don't know that he had left the party for years. I do know. When I say people who go to the president tonight, everyone knows. I won't go. When they came here, I told the people, the honest the people, I said, be careful. And he admitted that I go in the daytime, that he goes in the night. He admitted that. And now he has shown it, which is so bad of any leader. But I wish him well. But let him not talk about that he's leaving PDP because of injustice against the service. He's leaving PDP because he wants to realize his presidential ambition in APC. So that's my take on it.
People say PDP made me what I am. That is absolute rubbish. We made PDP what PDP is. The party, people that make the party. And I've contributed so much in making of PDP, not the other way around. I've been a peacemaker, I've been a negotiator, and even the governor of Edo State coming on board, it was my prophecy, which, my fellow governor directed the working committee to come and prove me. In humility, I submitted, but that was a big minus for them, because you don't probe a sitting governor. Another one is the PDP wants me to be castigating Mr. President. I have no any other boss other than Mr. President. And by my culture and the mouth bringing in my family, you do not insult the elders. So it's not in my character. And some of them speak rubbish in the day, and in the night they are caps in hands and they start going up and down. I don't do like that. I live one single life. So Mr. President remains my boss, my father, my friend, and I have no regret about that. And he's been very fair to those who criticize him and those who don't, and that's why he's a father. So I'm happy doing what I'm doing.
I'm sure you know, Governor, that President Buhari has been regularly vilified in the press for appearing to abandon the policy of federal character and directing many of his appointments allegedly disproportionately to the northern region where he comes from. For instance, 17 out of Nigeria's 20 service chiefs appointed by Mr. Buhari are from the north, while 16 are Muslims like himself. That suggests that he doesn't trust people from other parts to hold command positions. Do you think Mr. Buhari has mismanaged diversity, as former President Olusegun Obasanjo accused him of?
I'm not Mr. President, so I cannot speak for him. So Mr. President is alive and is well and hearty. So I believe that you can direct that question to Mr. President.
But just to push that point further, Governor, even Wole Soyinka, the Nobel laureate, shares a similar view and has made reference to what he called a culture of sectarian privilege and will to dominate in Nigeria. In those circumstances, how can you justify crossing over to Mr. Buhari's party, the APC, as a way of redressing the perceived lack of an Igbo president?
You are misunderstanding this. My problem is with PDP, the party. There is a saying in our place that says that where you walk, that's where you shop. That's why we have workshop. And so you cannot, wash your body in Sokoto and you start going to, Enugu to collect your address. My position is that this PDP we are talking about, I don't know about APC. APC in 2023 would have stayed 28 years. It is very obvious that we have not really supported APC in Southeast. But I'm talking about a place, the home, the community, that we have supported. We are part of the founding, members of it. In fact, our, elder statesman, Alex Ekweme, His Excellency, was the major breakthrough, for the birth of this PDP. And I'm saying, what is wrong? Don't we have anybody that since 1998 going to 2023, we cannot be asked to fly the ticket. It's an insult on the collective sense of the Igbos. It's very, very insulting. And nobody is talking to me to stay back that has been able to convince me. What is wrong by convening a NEC meeting to say, yes, we are talking of justice. Let us give Southeast, the opportunity. Whether we win or not, other people have been given opportunities and they did not win. But it will be on record. And I'm sure that you love to compete with your peers. There is nobody, when decision is being taken, the Southeast will not be consulted. The affairs of PDP in Southeast is being conducted outside Southeast, And somebody was talking, my good friend, I refuse to join issues with Wike, because Wike is my friend. But Wike must know that he's a dictator. Wike must know that, one person cannot be called a crowd. And Wike must know that a lot of governors in PDP are very sad with him. He remote controls the party, and he said that I made my brother the vice chairman of PDP Southeast. I fund the Southeast, PDP from A to Z, and he has forgotten that he single-handedly made Secondus the PDP chairman. He has forgotten that he wanted to also impose, one of his own as the minority leader in the House of Rep. He must know that there is nothing that happens in PDP without his authorization. He must know that he said that the PDP working committee members are beggars and armed robbers and the bribe takers. He has called them all kinds of unprintable names. And I have asked Governor Wike, who is my friend, so much. Let's not take on ourselves, because it will be very dangerous for us to take on ourselves. So let us face the party. The party does not belong to him. And this is by no means personal. And he's demonstrating the dictatorship tendencies in him by taking on me, a fellow governor. And that is very shameful. So the truth remains that we are talking about injustice in a place we would have stayed 23 years in 2023. And so we are not yet talking about APC. It is somebody you have worked for so much that you deserve to collect your stipends. And that is what we are talking about. When we move to APC, we will be talking to them as we support them. We'll be asking them, treat us like you are treating other zones. And that is equity, fairness, and justice. And I think it will be.
Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time or first day of coming across my YouTube channel or seeing my face, you are highly welcome. Herzlich willkommen zu meinem Kanal. My name is Linda Chukwuezi. It's coming as Miguel. That red button that says subscribe, and you turn on the notification bell so that you'll be able to get information on the.
Bis zum nächsten Video und einen schönen Tag. Tschüss.
Tschüss. Bis man subscribe to Linda's TV show. What are you waiting for? Click on that red button that says subscribe. You turn on the notification bell so that you'll be getting more updates from me. Leave your comment down below and share this video with your friends, families, and colleagues until we meet again in my next video. Bye bye.